This is an extremely normal feeling that people experience when they're transitioning from being an expert on a unit, like this person who was an ER nurse, to being a novice somewhere else, like the ICU that they transferred to. This is something we also see in almost every single RRNA who hits clinical. You guys are so used to being expert ICU nurses, and then you are rapidly humbled when you hit clinical in the operating room when you're training to be a CRNA. Your confidence at work can't come from metrics or performance. It can't come from test grades. It can't come from you knowing how to do every little thing. That is a performance-oriented mindset. And when you inevitably encounter new things, you're going to feel like a failure, like you're not capable, and like you don't have self-worth. When really you're the same exact person you were that you were an ER nurse, right? Like nothing about you has changed. You just no longer know how to do everything because you're being challenged. So what's the answer to this? Your anxiety is coming from having a knowledge gap. Your imposter syndrome is because you have put your self-worth on performance-based metrics. So instead of having a focus on knowing how to do everything or understanding every little thing, you need to adopt a mastery-oriented mindset instead. So this is the type of person who has a desire to learn for the sake of learning. Your goal is to simply master the new knowledge, absorb it all, be like a sponge and soak it in. You're not focused on the end goal so much as you are on the process of learning. That's when you'll accidentally find yourself waking up in a few months, a few years from now as mastering new concepts. Eventually you'll become an expert. And the side effect of that is that you'll be confident in your job. So I encourage you to just take the time to reframe your mindset and focus on being a sponge in the ICU, learning as much as you can. Again, that's why we developed Confident Care Academy, literally an entire library of resources designed to support you through that process. And then, when the time comes to apply to CRNA school, you're going to feel more confident again, and be prepared because you will experience that rehumbling another time, as well as any time in your life that you encounter new challenges. But when you reframe your mindset to mastery instead of performance, you're going to be able to handle that much better with a lot more resiliency and a lot less anxiety and a lot fewer feelings of being stupid or having low self-worth.